Welcome to our cherished channel, a serene sanctuary where we delve into the profound and transformative essence of prayer alongside the enriching practice of mindfulness. We are genuinely delighted to have you with us today as we embark on this sacred journey together, a journey that seeks clarity, connection, and understanding through the heartfelt act of prayer. In those moments when uncertainty looms and confusion reigns supreme, it becomes increasingly vital to turn our gaze inward, seeking guidance and peace from that still, quiet place deep within us. Let us take a brief moment to center ourselves, inviting tranquility to wash over our hearts and minds as we prepare for this sacred time together, a time to reflect, connect, and open our hearts to God's presence that surrounds us and flows through us. Heavenly Father, in the stillness of this moment, I come before you, just as I am, not with pretense or perfection, but with a heart laid bare, tired, unsure, but reaching for you, the one who knows every storm I've weathered, every tear I've cried in silence, every sigh too deep for words. You see me, and still, you call me beloved. Lord, be my compass in this wilderness. The path ahead feels like a winding maze of shadows and thorns, and my feet are weary from the journey. I am walking through a dense fog of uncertainty, yet I know, even here, that your light can break through. Be the lighthouse that calls my trembling soul back from rocky shores. Be the sunrise that scatters the night of confusion and floods my heart with warmth and clarity. You, O God, are my hiding place when life grows loud and harsh. Like a towering cliff that shields me from the roaring winds, you surround me with quiet strength. When the chaos of life swirls around me like a raging sea, let me anchor myself in your peace. I don't ask for the storms to cease, Lord. I ask only that you hold my hand and walk me through them. Let your grace be the soft rain that falls upon the desert of my soul. When I am dry and brittle, speak life over me. Let your mercy trickle into the cracks of my brokenness and bloom beauty from the dust. Where I see ruin, you see restoration. Where I feel emptiness, you are planting hope. Father, when I can't find the words to pray, read the language of my tears. When I lose sight of joy, let your presence be the melody in my silence. Let me feel you in the rustling of the leaves, the whisper of the wind, the hush of morning dew, gentle reminders that you are still with me, still for me. Guide me, Lord, like a shepherd leads his sheep, gently, patiently, and with relentless love. When I stray toward things that promise comfort but bring only emptiness, call me back. Let your voice thunder like a waterfall when I need bold direction and whisper like a breeze when my heart is fragile. Help me to rest in the knowledge that I don't walk alone. You are the lamp to my feet, the flame that never flickers, the light that never dims. Even in the darkest valleys, you walk beside me, not ahead or behind, but right here, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart. Father, plant courage in me like a seed in fertile ground. Let it grow strong through adversity. When fear comes knocking, remind me that I am not called to live in its shadow. I am a child of light. You have placed boldness in my bones and strength in my soul. Be my guide when decisions loom like mountains and I am unsure which way to go. Speak through the stillness, the unexpected, and the voices of others sent by you. Help me to listen, not just with ears, but with a spirit tuned to your will. When the world feels like a battlefield and weariness clings to me like dust, lift my eyes. Let me see your chariots of deliverance riding through the skies. Let me believe that even in loss, you are preparing gain. Even in pain, you purpose. Teach me to walk by faith and not by sight. Let every step I take be a declaration of trust. Even when the ground feels shaky, let my heart remember that you are the rock beneath my feet. When I feel forgotten, remind me that you have etched my name on the palm of your hand. When I feel small, remind me that the one who carved the stars also calls me his own. Lord, breathe into me again. Infuse my spirit with the wind of heaven. Let every breath I take echo your love. Let my life be a living prayer, a quiet anthem of trust, a steady flame that burns for you, even when the winds of life try to snuff it out. I yield my plans, my worries, my future into your hands, hands that crafted galaxies and yet still gently hold my heart, hands that never let go, even when mine grow weak. So here I am, Father. I am not asking for a perfect path, but for your perfect presence. I am not asking for a life without trials, but for the strength to face them with you beside me. Be my guide through the valleys and the victories. Walk with me through silence and song, through grief and glory. And in every moment, clear or clouded, let my soul echo this truth. I am not alone. I am held. I am guided. If this prayer touched your heart, please like the video and share it with someone who needs God's guidance today. Leave a comment below with your prayer requests. We'd be honored to pray with you. Subscribe and tap the notification bell to never miss a new moment of peace, strength, and spiritual encouragement. Let God's presence guide you daily. This channel is your space for faith, reflection, and renewal.